Hello, English 10 students. Here's your mini lesson on conclusions. Conclusion paragraph is pretty much going to act similarly as the introduction paragraph. Just like your introduction paragraph sets up the essay and tells the reader of your essay what they are going to read, the conclusion retells them what they've just read and emphasizes the main topics. So, the conclusion paragraph works in the opposite of the introduction in the sense that we know that the first thing you write is the hook and then the background information, and the last thing you write is the thesis statement. In the conclusion, it's the opposite. The first thing you do is rephrase the thesis statement, okay? That's the part of your conclusion paragraph where you're going to remind the reader what your essay is about. You'll refer back to your thesis statement in the introductory paragraph, but it has to be a new version of your thesis statement. You cannot cut and paste the exact same sentence into your conclusion paragraph. You might remember when we talked about body paragraphs that we said for your topic sentence and your concluding sentence can't be a copy and paste of your topic sentence. You have to reword it. This is the same idea. You need to say the same idea in a new way. It refocuses your reader's attention on the argument. After you've rephrased the thesis statement, you'll summarize the main points. This stuff is obviously pretty self-explanatory, but I just want to remind you to keep it brief. You just told us an entire essay that detailed all of your main points, so you don't need to retell all of it in the conclusion. Just give a 1 to 2 sentence summary of the topic sentences of your body paragraphs. You don't want to introduce any new evidence in this area, so be careful to just summarize and not introduce new thoughts. Now, the last part of your concluding sentence is going to be a broad universal statement like so what. You'll remember that we talked about so what's in your memoir. It wasn't a memoir if it didn't have a so what at the end telling us what you learned or why we should care about your memory. The same works here. So what? Why should we care about the essay that we just read? Basically, we want you to tell us what this essay means or what it should address or what relevance it has in relation to the text. So your so what statement could tell us why the theme is relevant to the text, why the theme is relevant to society, how the symbol has greater meaning within the world. You're extending the thoughts that you have said in your essay beyond just the essay and into the general world or society or mankind or literature in general, whatever the case may be. You're not saying something specific about the piece of literature, but you're going to appeal to like a broad universal level, okay? The conclusion paragraph is important because it's the writer's last attempt to convince the reader of their argument. So, while it's the last paragraph, it should be carefully crafted with a strong restatement of your thesis and emphasizing the most important content of your essay. You can refer to this on slide 44 and 45 of your digital notebook.